Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another episode of HardFoul Radio. Except today is not our normal episode of routine. We're going to be going over some things, most importantly, three really big questions. So let's get started. First question, what is HardFoul Radio? Well, HardFoul Radio started as Like It or Leave It, which is a sports podcast that I started about 4 years ago, where Monday through Friday, or I try at least, to get out 6 to 8 topics of sports events and stuff going on in the world of sports on a daily basis. Now, it's different from other shows because we don't do social media drama in sports. We don't do personal life drama in sports. It is strictly a sports show for sports people about sports. It's real simple. You're never going to come on and hear me talk about what someone tweeted or someone's personal life or drama going on. I'm talking about the games. I'm talking about the players. I'm talking about results. It's strictly a sports podcast, no bullshit, no extra, no nothing, just sports. Question number 2. What is HardFoul Network? HardFoul Network is a network comprised of 3 main shows. The aforementioned HardFoul Radio, then there is the A&M podcast, which Matt and I do on record every Tuesday, put out the episodes every Wednesday. And then there's the Real Big 3 podcast, which is recorded on Thursdays and put out every Friday. That is with Tony, Will, and myself. In A&M, it is an anime and manga, mostly a One Piece podcast where Matt and I go over different animes, go over manga chapters, and a lot of One Piece content. Have a lot of fun doing it. Been doing it now for a little over a year. Been super fun, getting better at it every day. The Real Big 3 is a podcast that I do with 2 guys who have known now for a little over a decade. And we go over hip hop, we go over cultures, or culture topics, and some sports, and just kind of shoot the shit for an hour to 2 hours. And that's recorded on Thursdays, gets put out on Fridays. Question number 3, why the different topics? I've been told a lot since I started this that I should focus with one topic. Oh, you started with sports, you should stay with sports. Or, oh, now you're doing anime, you should stay with anime. Or now you're doing hip hop, you should stay with hip hop. When in reality, that's just not me. I don't believe any one person is so narrow-minded or so simple that they are simply one thing that they like, one thing they enjoy, and that's all they do for the rest of their life. Everybody has multiple interests. Everybody has multiple things that intrigue them, that they want to dabble in. Everybody has that, and I am no exception. These just happen to me, my core 3 things. Anybody who's ever known me, before I had a microphone, before I had a webcam, before I had a computer to record on, before I knew how to record or edit any of this stuff, I was talking to these same people about these same topics. And when it comes to HardFoul Radio, I used to sit in my room and talk to myself for hours on end. This is what I love to do. And that's why I love putting out content. That's why I love recording the podcast. That's why I love turning them into YouTube videos. This is what I love to do, and I will never not love to do this.
Thought the Bucks was gonna beat them.
I did.
That's disrespect.
How was that disrespect? I thought the number one seed was going to win the game. Was going to win a series.
I know, but you keep telling me you watch basketball.
Yo, my nigga, hold up.
So how the fuck you watch the games and you think the fucking Bucks was gonna beat the Heat?
Who was the outline of, Matt?
It's Ace. Why it's Ace, Justin?
Why it's Ace. Now, do you know why it being Ace is so fucking cool and means so much?
Means that Whitebeard tried to lay siege to Wano.
No, it means that Kaido used to be on Whitebeard's ship and he killed one of his crewmates, or he did something against Whitebeard, because what's the only fucking reason we know Ace leaves?
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't think of that. That's interesting.
Like, a lot of people will decide to not mess with you outside of the person that you cheated with, because they were already in that boat with you, and whether everybody knows you were the person they cheated with or not, they know you. So while everybody else might stay away from you, everyone else might shun you, ignore you, say mean things, that person won't. I believe there's some head coaches who have some scarlet letters.
No, I'm not talking about guys cheating on the wives. I'm not talking about guys doing anything shady. I'm talking about guys that have an NFL scarlet letter. And because of that, teams have not touched Josh McDaniels outside of there was the weird, yeah, he's hired, but he's not with the Colts. The majority of teams in the league have stayed away from him because he has a scarlet letter. It was so bad in Denver, and then he even rebranded himself with that Colts situation. And now Bill Belichick essentially has an offensive coordinator who is, if he was anybody else would be a head coach tomorrow. Would have head coaching offers coming out from there'd be teams that already have good head coach that would be offering Josh McDaniels a head coaching job.